in there. I tried twice to get it to go live. I need some. Let me step off camera real quick. I need some chapstick. Hold up. I don't want to be licking my lips the whole fucking broadcast. I know I have chapstick around here somewhere. Give me a second. There we go. I had my bag over here from last night. All right. Ho ho. As I put on my chapstick. It's fucking cold here. Give me a second. I'm running a heater. I'm actually the only one here at the apartment. My buddy is out until like Saturday evening in Sapporo. So it's just me. But yeah, it is right now 1 degree Celsius on Friday, February 10th. I think it's Friday. Today's Friday? Today's Thursday. No, today's Friday. Friday? Yeah. So yeah, 1 degree Celsius, but with the wind chill, I think it said it was like -4, which puts it at about like 26, 27 Fahrenheit. You can't see it through the window. I think even if it wasn't like the camera wasn't blurred, it's just going to be too blown out anyways. It is mildly snowing. It is more kind of like slightly frozen rain. So it's cold. But tomorrow it's going to be like a high of like, I think 13 or 14. So it's going to go right back up. It's going to be a little bit windy. I'm hoping it'll be warm. I'd like to go filming tomorrow and get at least closer to being, for the most part, done with filming around Yokohama for the Ijin Chill videos. And I'm also going out towards Odawara on Sunday to meet up with my friend Will. So me and her are going to go walking around and trail walking and shit like that, because I don't remember the place. It's near Odawara. They're doing a plum blossom festival, so they'd hit me up a couple of days ago and said, hey, do you want to go do this, because it's running till the 26th? And I'm like, not going to be in town around here for that week, and then the 26th is tentatively scheduled to, I'm going to be doing something potentially that day already. So it's like, but I was like, hey, do you want to get together on this weekend? I'm fully free, like I can free myself up. And they're like, oh yeah, that'll work out great. I'm like, okay, let's just do it on Sunday, because it's cold today. We don't know what it's going to be like if we were to go on Saturday, if it snows more heavily inland, because I'm obviously right on the coast. Anyways, yeah, welcome in. As I mentioned, it was twice for whatever reason I was failing to broadcast, but we seem to be doing pretty good right now. And being here in the living room and dining room area, the Wi-Fi is not great when you go to the bedrooms. Out here though, it works perfectly fine. So it must just be a router issue or something. I can't do anything about that, and it's usable Wi-Fi. We are having, I don't know what the kanji is on that, but it's a Craft Boss. It's not quite a latte, but it's not quite a Craft Boss black, but it is good. And I already had some yogurt earlier. I guess this is just the rest of breakfast. We're gonna have a lunch pack. Lunch packs are kind of famous here. They do all kinds of flavors. This one is a marmalade. It's a sayaka na orange marmalade o sando shimashita. 2 soft sandwiches filled with refreshing orange marmalade. They do savory versions, they do sweet versions. I saw this at the market as I was picking stuff up. So I tried to get things together for today, knowing I'm probably not going anywhere. I don't want to go out and film, because stepping outside, I'm like, yeah, that's a bad idea. And I don't really want to if I'm not going to go out too much, I might go to like the 7-Eleven nearby later, because I think I need more water. So I probably should get like a giant bottle. But if I'm not going to go out and do much, I might as well get some food together. So I know I have a frozen like hamburger and rice meal that's in there. I have some more Yukimi Daifuku. I took photos for Instagram. And a couple of days ago, I found one that was a kinako and kurumitsu flavor. It's fucking delicious. This one is actually a mitarashi dango flavor, the kind of sweet soy sauce grilled rice cakes that you can get on a stick. So I was like, all right, I'm interested in that. That sounds good. And I haven't had a lunch pack in quite some time, so we'll see how the marmalade is. Yeah, itadakimasu. Actually, there's never a ton of filling in these, but it's usually pretty good. And it is, like the pizza one I had was pretty good. Soft. It is kind of soft shell. The bread's pretty, except for like when you get to the part with the marmalade. Chef Nana, welcome in. But the bread's pretty soft. I mean, it's made by a bakery, and Yamazaki does stuff. It does pretty good work as a chomp. Yeah. Let me give you two of them. That is refreshing. It's sweet, not overly sweet, but like a citrus sweetness. It's not really bitter, so yeah. Big burst of citrus. And these are cheap. I got my receipt over here. The Maruetsu Pucci. I think Maruetsu does bigger supermarkets, but the one that's nearby is a small guy. Let's see. Where is it? They got two Meiji R1 yogurts. They were 10% off for whatever reason. They don't expire till the 13th, so I'm like, all right, fuck it. I think they were like $1.08 a piece, so I'm like, all right, I'll take those. Kraft Boss. That was $1. That was sorry, not $1. That was $1.19. About 2 bottles, small bottles of water, one to use with my little portable humidifier, and one to drink. Those were 68 yen. CN Pro Chiri. Oh, that was I got a cup noodle. They have a line of cup noodle stuff where it's their normal flavors, like the standard cup noodle, seafood, chili tomato. The chili tomato I haven't had, so I got that one. But they're pro, which means I think there's like 50% less sodium. I got to check on that. I know it's 15 grams of protein in those though, so that seemed interesting. My thing of yakisoba, which was 10% off, that was $2.68. Demi Hamburg, that was the frozen meal, $2.99. My spring rolls, those were 10% off as well. That was $1.42. Meat. Oh, okay. The lunch pack was $1.19. Can I scroll through that? Hey, I can scroll through that. DNC, welcome. Thank you very much for the 43 months. I am definitely trying to stay warm. Japan's treating me okay. I'm tired today. Like I was running around yesterday, and when I like pass out, I pass out. But I've also been averaging, quite a few steps during the day. Yesterday, if you saw my vlog, I almost make it feel like the salesperson was a bad person. They weren't. It was just, I should have asked, hey, what's the price? Oh, no, never mind. For spending 8,000 yen on a shirt. It is a nice shirt. It's kind of tight around the shoulder, but otherwise it fits really well. So I'll wash it when I get home, because doing laundry here is weird. And there's only the washer here, so you gotta dry it in the shower room. And I feel like everything gets like stiffer, and I don't know how to get wrinkles out of shit, so. And I have to do laundry a little bit more often than I would like because the washer is small. But yeah, other than that, getting slightly more used to dealing with people in Japanese. Yeah, just trying to fit in as much as I can, because I realize this is week 2, and week 2 will end, and week 3 will start, in just a few days. So for having 6 weeks, I feel like time is maybe getting away from me. At least not like horribly so. It's just quicker than I thought. But otherwise, it's been pretty good. There's lots of stuff left to do. There's a whole ass park. Like, I've been talking about Yamashita Park, which is that way. Trying to think of what's north. But a little bit further away, over towards Motomachi, there is another park where I've seen it near the Mega Don Quixote and the Nanairo building that's in. Like, just, I'd say south of that is the entrance to a park, and I've been up at the entrance, but I've seen that there's trails that kind of lead into the trees, and the park itself goes on for a while. So I need to check that out at some point. That's why I kind of really want to get filming done. Like, I want to get, I still got to do the commercial district and Isizaki Road, Isizaki-cho. I still got to get those done, and I might be able to shoot all that tomorrow. I need to do a few pickup shots around Kannai Station to try to get some stuff there. So I think I filmed only one part of that station. Didn't get the other end. I think the older entrance into the station. So that'd be worth getting, and then being out, probably getting started just late enough on that to where it's nighttime. I might be able to go back to the bar district and get some night shots there, which, I mean, that'd be simple to get at any point, really. But also trying to shoot around Isizaki-cho at night as well. Pardon me. Because I'd like to have it like done well before the end of next week. That way I can kind of just take my days and just go, okay, what do I want to go do? I might go down to Kamakura and check stuff out there, like around Enoshima. I'm talking about the park to walk through. That might take a few hours. Going back into Tokyo, I need to figure out stuff on there. I actually almost ended up, I was leaving Kawasaki yesterday, and I thought I got on the right train. I've mentioned it before. It's like, hey, you get on the wrong train, you just got to turn back, but it'll happen. I thought I was on the right train heading back down this way until I realized was getting close to Hamamatsucho, and I went, oh fuck, all right, that's the wrong way. I got to get off here and then change trains. So it took a little bit longer to get back here than I would have expected. But eat the other sandwich here. Yeah, I'm kind of just figuring out what I want to do, because some places feel like they're a little bit further away than I would like to go. But if I leave at fucking 9:30 in the morning, I have all day. And like, I was trying to see if I wanted to save going to Kaiju Sakaba until I would go with people, and I said, fuck it, I didn't know what to do yesterday, so I was like, all right, let's just go. And after buying that shirt, and I'm like, let's just make it an Ultraman day, right? So at least going there, it doesn't break the bank, and you kind of pay theme restaurant prices, but it's not like super pricey. It's definitely something you could go to once a month and try out a couple of things and just kind of hang out, especially if you went with people. I had trouble at first trying to find it until I realized, oh, it's a basement level, and when you get there, I don't know why I thought, like, some places feel like they'd be bigger when you get to them, and this place is not that big. And it's just kind of, it's right next to a Thai restaurant in this little underground level of this building. And I showed up, I don't know, probably about 3:45, 3:50. I was trying to waste time checking out some of the stores around there. As I mentioned, I have fucking had no luck finding Amiibo. And MCG, welcome in. I've had no luck trying to find Amiibo. I just want the damn Kazuya and Sephiroth, but even looking online on like Amazon US, they're sold out. So I don't know. I think the most I saw yesterday might have been the Bic camera in Kawasaki Station, and that's still mostly like, here's some Splatoon stuff, here's some Fire Emblem stuff, but I'll have to take a look at more places in Akihabara the next time I'm there and see if I can't find them. The prices also went up here too. Like they were 1,500 yen for like any amiibo 3 years ago, and now they're all closer to like 1950 for just standard stuff. I'm like, oh well, the prices went up in the US too. That's why when they announced the Tears of the Kingdom amiibo yesterday, I fucking ordered that thing. I'm not happy they're charging $70 for that game, but I'll pay it anyways because I'm a fucking idiot. Plus, it's like I want to play that game. I feel like amiibo hunting kind of has died off here because, in particular, the big camera in Akihabara had a big fucking aisle that was just chock full of amiibo, but that was 3.5 years ago. Those same aisles are there, but they don't have amiibo anymore. And they really kind of scaled it down. So, yeah, I guess the demand's probably not that much. I think the Kazuya and Sephiroth ones should have been out here already, but I have no idea. I just want them. Like, I fucked up and didn't order them back home. And I figured, oh, fuck it, I'll just get them here. And nope. I didn't wait on that. I did order the physical copy of Metroid Prime Remastered. That'll show up while I'm gone. But that'll be a couple of games. They are heavily advertising Ishin over here, but I'm not surprised. That was pretty good. We do have a couple more snacks. We'll try it in a bit. But, yeah, I was looking around there. I got some stuff from Daiso. I actually got to try this out. I was looking, they have a little pen deal, but there's a cleaning cloth. But it will help with glasses fogging, so I don't have to like hike my mask up like underneath my nose pieces and put it there. I can wear it, more down here and cover up more of my chin. So hopefully that'll help out because fogging is a fucking thing here. It's cold. When you go outside and it's windy. Is it still snowing? Oh wow, yeah. I can't change. Oh, can I change camera? Hold on. We're gonna go on a trip. I'm gonna have to. It's gonna be cold, and then we're gonna have to reset back up. Let me unplug the battery here. You guys can just follow me. I have it on a tripod in my thing, so let's see if I can get a. I gotta go back this way. We have to go towards the Genkan, so I can put my shoes on, and hopefully I can change my camera midstream. I don't have the right jacket to be on outside, but we're only stepping outside for a second. There's my chin. Yeah. More of my face, sorry. There we go. Keep it towards the building, you can kind of see it. Yeah. The Wi-Fi drop off. Going towards the door. It might have, hopefully it transitioned over to, did it completely die? It doesn't say anything on here. Let's go back towards the Wi-Fi. Sorry. I wonder, can I open the, I can open the drapes. But I don't know if I can open up. See, there's Snoopy air freshener. Where's the way of opening the, there we go. Let's see if I can open this up. See if that helps out a little bit more. How does this fucking open? Oh, that's the wrong way. My bad. All right, let's see if I can't. I do like these magnetic deals for the drapes. It's pretty cool. That's a thing that's over here. trying to keep it wide. I don't want to keep it on my face, but I also don't want to open this up for too long. All right. Ah, that's my hand. Kind of hard to see. But yeah. All right, let me place you back over here. I need to close this back up, and it's going to be easier to do it with two hands. So let's place you here. It's going to be off kilter probably. All right, give me a second. I will be right back. There we go. Well, they said it was going to snow, and they were right. I've seen snow in Japan. Even if it's only like, I don't know, little snow flurries. I figured if we were going to get anything here, it wasn't going to be a whole lot. We'll see how the VOD looks later as I'm going through the house. It'd be kind of nice if some of the shots outside, because it was a little bit more noticeable. The hell was I talking about prior to this? Fogging, snacks, the cold, yeah, whatever. If anybody else remembers, let me know. Because once I saw the snow, like everything else blanked out. Drink more of my coffee. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back out I'll have to go out before it goes completely dark. What's the forecast look like? Naka, Yokohama. It does get ever so slightly warmer. It gets up to a whopping 3 degrees Celsius by 4 o'clock, and then drops back down. Although it gets back up, like at 4 o'clock, 3 Celsius. Then by 5 it dips back down to 2, and then by 8 o'clock it goes back up to 3. Amiibos. So yeah, I can't find them, and it doesn't make any sense. I think I found some at like Surugaya, but they were ones where it's like I remember buying one from Surugaya a while ago. I remember the last trip I was here, I bought one from Surugaya, and it was the Isabel Smash Amiibo, I think. That's there, a little bit more. It was kind of off kilter there. And I was like, oh, I probably won't be able to find this anywhere else. And I think I spent like $16.50 there or something like that at the time. And then we went to the big camera, which wasn't too far away in Akiba, and I was like, oh, they're all 1,500 yen here. So I think I saw some at Surugaya, but it was stuff I already. The big thing I've noticed is like all the stuff I'm finding is stuff I have. So, oh well. What's this dice? Oh, this is mine. Megane Kumori Shito something. There's a bunch of other characters there. Yeah, the other things I bought. I think I got that, and I saw snacks. Mandarake, ooh, maybe not new. I'd imagine, and even if they had them, I don't really want to buy them loose. I'd rather buy them new. And that's the thing. That's why I thought like, oh, Yodobashi or Bic would have them new because they have game sections. They have larger game sections. And they would have those things. I haven't been to Nakano yet. I'm trying to think of when I want to go. So I want to head over that way at some point. And obviously look around, find a place to eat. I'd have to go to Higashi Nakano to at least go to the location of hardcore chocolate that I haven't been to. I think I'll be good and only buy one shirt. At least those I know the prices on. those are only like 4,400 yen. So they're actually cheaper now than they would have been when me and DNC were shopping there a few years ago. Because I think they were still like 38 to 4,400 per shirt, but that would have been in like 109 yen to the dollar, as opposed to generally what it is now. I'm still being, fairly careful with money, at least until after the USJ trip, and I figure out what I'm spending there. And then from there, I'll just kind of get things as I see fit. It's also a case of I don't want to overburden myself. Like I have to bring this over here. I have to open it up. Oh, that's right. Hold on. I didn't put those in here. Give me a second. I got coasters. They actually gave me a second one. So when you go to Kaiju Sakaba, you'll get a random beer coaster, I think. And like you have, this is the one that was just on the table already. I took that one. The lady that brought me my drink and also rang me up, which is weird. You actually pay at the table. I was getting up to take the receipt to the table, and they were like, "Oh no, you pay here." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I gave them that, and they brought the change back over. I was like, "Okay, that makes sense. I guess that easily frees you up if you don't plan on doing any other like shopping at the little gift area. You can just settle your bill, and then you can go." So she brought over my Balton highball, and she gave me this one. I think this is Gut Seijin, or Alien Guts. I think so. I'd have to look it up. And then the guy that brought me my meal actually gave me another one, and it's Ella King. So I have 2 beer coasters from there. They're just paperboard or whatever, so I wouldn't actually use them for anything. Those are my receipts. I took a pamphlet. Oh wait, no, the pamphlet is, what is this for? Sora no Ue Shopping Mall. Oh. I think, wait, is this one? Where's this at? Is this, this has Kaiju Sakaba stuff on the back. That must be the one that's in Tokyo. So it's a shopping mall. This actually kind of looks like the one that's in the station. I don't know where this is. No, that's... Oh, maybe this is never mind. This is a digital thing. There's a Kaiju Sakaba in the digital deal. That's probably something that Subaraya is helping to promote. Yeah, I got my point card. I got 1 stamp. I think I got 1 stamp. And if you, let's see, 5 to 10 points, special drink present. So 1 point, I think, for 1 drink. And then when you get 15 points, Kaiju Sakaba, something, goods. Okay. So you get a drink present, a special drink present for 5 to 10 points, and 15 points you get goods. So some kind of actual physical thing. I'm probably not going to take it out of there because, well, actually I guess I can because it's not sealed on the. I did get one of the jockeys. Jockeys or jugs. I've seen it referred to as a jug as well. Let's get this guy out. Even though it says right on here, Urutora Joki. And of course, I had to get the one that I used for my drink. And that is, let me take it out of the plastic and hold it carefully. I do not want to break it. I can go back and get one, but that'd be spending like another 17. It's actually relatively cheap. It was like $16.50. Let's see. Alien Balton Ninja beer. And there's some romaji here. Ware ware wa kono hoshi に移住することにした。これから仲良くやっていこう。まずは乾杯だ。ほほほ。With the Baltan laugh. Ho ho ho. ほろろい気分で irresistiblement. I don't know. I don't know why there's French there, but sure. Yeah, I was about to say they just. I'm surprised they haven't tried to like do maybe a pop up at an event or something. Bring the kaiju sakaba to I was looking up here at the fucking cold shoe for the camera. What am I doing? That they at like an event. I did it again, but looking at a con or something like that where they could set it up. I don't see why not. Oh, and the bag itself has the Balton on there. They had a couple of things. I want to say certain, like, I think the King Joe dish and the Balton dish. Like, the Balton one is a bunch of crab, but it's in a ceramic dish that's shaped like Balton's hands. And I think you can keep the dish. I think it's why they're probably so pricey, because they're just like, oh yeah, well, I think when they serve it to you, because it's probably not like super expensive for them to get made, but yeah, it was a fun little time. Like, it would be more fun with people. And when I walked in, it was just after 4. There was like one other person that was there, 2 of us total, and that person showed up like right before they opened up the door, because I actually saw the person that and checked me out or rang me out. She came back around like from a different place, and she, from like around the entrance, and she's like, oh, one? Yeah, just one. And that was like, I don't know, 5 minutes before they opened. So still fun. I didn't get to do the Jamila put your hand into his mouth to make sure that you're not like working with the SSSP or anybody else, because it's a monster bar. Like, you're not supposed to be one of the ultras. But of course he has a face shield up, and they've had that for a while. And staff's all wearing masks, hand sanitizer when you come in, check your temperature. A lot of places still are doing temperature checks, I think just as a cursory thing. You'll find fucking alcohol, hand sanitizer stations, either having to activate the pump by hand, or a lot of them, it's just a simple mechanism. Hit the foot pedal, it lowers a piece of metal at the top that'll hit the top of the hand sanitizer and do that. I think I've talked about a little bit about, masks. If you're on train, you're masked up. Everybody's masked up. On the streets, that's 70-30. I've seen more than enough locals not wearing them, but I've seen a lot more that do. Foreigners, 50-50 shot on that. I tend to keep mine on unless it's like closer to the end of the day and it's nighttime and there's fucking nobody around. I just go and lower it and say, fuck it, I'm outside, who cares? I've been wearing this sucker all day, and I wear it when I'm in buildings and certainly when I'm on trains. So, it's most I've probably worn masks in like an overall all-day setting ever. So usually I just wear them into buildings and I fucking take it off when I'm back home. If I'm out walking, I don't wear one. That's pretty much how I've done it since the start of the pandemic. I just said, fuck it, if I'm outside and I'm not near anybody, I don't give a shit. So, but it's not a big deal, as I said. Not a problem. And I have more than enough masks. Yeah. And I would have a feeling probably back there, even in the Bay Area, it's probably 50-50, I'd say. Just a guess on my part whether or not people are still masked up. It's less than that back in Las Vegas on buses. Yeah, and if I'm indoors anywhere, especially here, I feel like I haven't run into. I don't think I've run into any shop where none of the staff, or even one of the staff, even at Devilcraft, I think all of the staff were masked up. Patrons for the most part, and it was a fairly even mixture of expats and foreigners and locals, because I mean, who doesn't like pizza? And I mean, I got up once to use to use the restroom, so I put my mask back on, and then when I came back, but for the most part, when we were at the table, and they didn't, I don't think they really were too concerned. And everybody that was there, as far as I know, was vaccinated. We had American, a Canadian, Filipina, Korean, maybe Korean American, I don't know. Matthew, I think, is Chinese American, and then me. So, yeah, as far as I know, all of us are that way. So it was fine. And when we were leaving, we all masked back up. We kept our masks on. We went to the train station, parted ways, kept it on there. But yeah, obviously there's still just the concern of maybe getting sick, but I feel like it's less of a concern here. It was more of a concern on the plane ride, as I'd mentioned, because there were so many people that weren't wearing them. Here, there's so many people that are, so it does feel safer for the most part, which is nice. So, moving into a completely different subject. Now I want to go back because I want more of one of these. I found these at Daiso. So we have Big Thunder. So if you've ever seen Black Thunder, it's a chocolate covered chocolate crunchy cookie bar, and it's thin, but this one's just like big. And the other one, I think the kanji on this is kaki no tane. I think it's persimmon seed is the translation, but it's not a persimmon seed. It's actually, if you've ever seen kaki no tane, and it usually comes with peanuts. I saw this and I looked at it and I went, is that what I think it is? So the Big Thunder, I think, is normal. We'll have half of that. This one, though, when I realized what it was, and then ate it, I had one last night, and was correct in my assumption. I was like, that's a crazy kind of combination, but it actually works out. So Big Thunder, I'm gonna break off just a piece. It's something I can eat over the course of the day. Yeah, this one's like, that's why I was like, when I saw these, I was like, oh, it's a Thunder Bar day as well, considering my pie from Granny Smith had, it wasn't white chocolate for those, but it was butter cookies in the type of Black Thunder that they used in the apple pie. Fuck, that pie was, I think it was like $12.50 for everything, coffee and the slice of pie. And I mean, the slice of pie comes with whipped cream and a scoop of vanilla ice cream. It was very good. It was legit very, very good. So, yeah, this guy, yeah, I have a feeling it's going to taste like Black Thunder. It's going to be a chocolate cookie and chocolate. More crispy as opposed to crunchy. That's good. Yeah, I love Black Thunder. It's delicious. Yeah, there's a lot of pancake places here. When you go to World Porter's, there's actually the entire first floor of World Porter's that's next door to the red brick warehouse is all Hawaiian stuff, and they have a number of actual, I think, Hawaiian originated businesses that have branches in there. So if you want pancakes or burgers or other things, plate lunches, you can get them. It's a little expensive, but I guess if you're coming from the islands, ABC what? ABC gum? Is it together with nuts and gum? ABC stores, there is an ABC, there is a ABC Mart, but it's a shoe store. And I think ABC Mart exists elsewhere, but not ABC. Now that I know, it's like, okay, that's what I thought. I'm like, ABC. I'm like, oh yeah, no, I don't think there is an ABC store here. Oddly enough, there really should be. No, they sell Hawaiian host stuff. Fuck, that's why I wanted to go back to World Porter's. I have to remember it. They sell Blue Seal ice cream. I think it's Blue Seal. It's Okinawan ice cream. But yeah, pancakes. I think Jonathan sells them. There's Jonathan's. You can fucking find Jonathan's here. That's a family restaurant. Denny's is here. Royal Host. Coco's, I think, is here as well. But I know there's a couple of places, like you'd be able to get pancakes there. There's places that do Hawaiian pancakes, but I think it's more of a, this is what we think Hawaii does, but it's not. Like if you see, McDonald's has done Hawaiian fests during the summertime before, and they'll have stuff that involves pancakes, but it's like, yeah, but pancakes I guess are just not the way the Japanese are portraying it. Pancakes are not like the thing in Hawaii, if that makes any sense. But yeah, you get the fluffy pancakes. Not though, you can get the big fluffy souffle pancakes, but you can also just get regular ones too. I was hoping to find frozen ones to make today and get everything together for MCG and be like, oh, pancakes for late breakfast. Yeah, I want to go check that out. Anyways, yeah, this one, Kaki no Tane Thunder. So the interior of this, it's the cookie part. It's covered in chocolate. But the other part that's crunchy in this, it's rice crackers. Slightly savory rice crackers that usually come with, it's not the spicy ones, but it's usually packaged in with like peanuts as a bar snack. So you take a bite. I looked like I was dreading it. No, I actually really like this. So the immediate hit is this kind of savory, salty soy sauce flavor with the chocolate and the rest of the crunchies. It like, my first reaction last night when I had it, I was like, what the fuck? And I was laughing because I knew what it was probably going to taste like. And it tasted exactly as I expected. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, these are cheap. I think they're like 4 for 100 yen. So I'm going to pick up some more. And hopefully I'll be able to send some your way. Because, I mean, expiration date for this one was November 2023, so they would hold up pretty well. Although I'm wondering if maybe Daiso out there would sell them. It'd be nice because I'd love to find these like at home. It's just you bite it and you're like, if you know the flavor of those rice crackers and you eat them and you combine it with this, you're like, what the fuck? How does that work? Oh, it works. But we were talking about pancakes. In different restaurants too, but yeah, I still need to go to Jonathan's. I'm trying to clear stuff out of my teeth. I think they have an English menu. Like I went to Caesarea nearby the other day, and that was easy enough to order from. New Daiso is like a block from my office. Pass out. Stop in. I would say that's the thing. Coming back here and going to a Daiso, you realize how much cheaper shit is here. Compared, like, you get a lot of the same stuff back home along with like some more domestic items because it's like, oh, this is the stuff we can source that's what we would sell in Japan anyways, at least of a similar type of in quality. But it's going to be more money overall. But yeah, it's worth hopping. Like if you need simple office supplies, simple home stuff, it's still pretty good. Like I like going there. And the one inside Kawasaki Station was relatively large and busy, very busy. So I'm gonna have to go to a different one. I don't think I have. Oh no, there might be a Daiso. I think there's one in Chinatown. I think in one of the buildings I went into, I think it was one of the floors. It's probably not a big Daiso, but I mean, it's right there. They've mostly been inhabiting the Don Quixote, the Mega Don Quixote, because it's useful. stuff there. It's all relatively well priced, and it's cool to walk around. Yes, getting back to restaurants, I want to say Caesarea. No, Caesarea does not have an English menu, but it's easy enough to order from. Jonathan's, I think, has an English menu. I want to go there because there's one near the park, near Yamashita Park. It's the one that would be Livingston's in the in-game map, which I thought was funny. Of all the things to have there, it's like, oh yeah, we have the family restaurant here. There is a Royal Host north of Kanai Station. That was relatively busy when I went past it last night. That was probably about 7 o'clock or so. I'm still surprised McDonald's does not, at least the McDonald's around here, they don't have the kiosks. But I think they're pushing the mobile ordering more than anything else. Burger King, I don't think, I talked about it in the vlog, but I think I talked about it in one of the vlogs. There is a Burger King in a basement floor next to a supermarket, right around the entrance to Sakura Gicho Station. And I didn't get anything spectacular, although the burgers they're running right now are like these ridiculous fucking burger and chicken sandwich combos that have like this ooey gooey cheese on it, and it's kind of not super expensive, but we'll see. I might go back. They have a full touchscreen, self-service kiosk stuff, and it's like going to Matsuya. I went to Matsuya when I got my JR pass done, and I think Sukiya has like tablets now at the table, and I figure that probably has everything in English, and the only thing you got to do is just place your order, they'll bring it to you, and then you just pay up front. Yoshinoya, I haven't been to one here yet, so I don't know how they're doing their ordering today, but Matsuya, the one I ran into, there's a ticket machine outside, and it's all touchscreen, you can set it to English. I think it reverted back to Japanese at some point for some reason, but I was able to kind of get past that. But you just pick out what you want and do everything, you get your ticket after you pay for it, and then you go inside and you find a seat, and then they'll eventually call your number. You just go up to the counter, show them your ticket, they'll tear off half of it and collect it, put the other half on the tray, and you're done. Like, you don't have to really deal with anybody. So it's kind of helpful when you are hungry and you kind of like me sometimes, where you're like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to deal with, nodding my head and picking up half of what they're fucking saying. It's been very helpful when people will gesture. It's like, even if I'm not catching it, if you go, oh, do you need this? And they point at it, and I go, oh, yeah, daijobu. And that's fine. It is, as I mentioned, it is getting kind of easier to pick up on certain things, even if it's not perfect. And I have to tell myself, like, you've been here a week and a half. You went from not being around Japanese stuff, or being around Japanese stuff within the context of you're in the U.S. So it's not going to be as hard to deal with. You'll be able to communicate. They'll have picked up enough English. It's not going to be an issue. Going from kind of that and just living in an English-speaking country, and then coming here where you are fucking inundated with, you can't help but being inundated by Japanese stuff everywhere. The culture shock is rough in a way, but you just cut yourself some slack, and you realize, hey, even people that they move here for the first time, and if they make the decision, I'm moving here, and they were to do it, they're going to have the same problem, but it's going to be easier over time. It's going to take, I would say, months. If I were to ever actually live here, it would take me months to really kind of get settled in and figure stuff out. And those first few weeks are always going to be, it's going to be rough. And I'm doing well enough on my own, though. So that's a bonus. That's a plus for me, where I feel like I'm not. I'm making small mistakes doing certain things, but it's not like major cultural faux pas. It's just being like, oh fuck, I'm getting up to pay when I should have done it here, or I said the wrong thing, but it's not like a rude thing. It's just me saying the wrong thing and looking like a dumbass. But I'm the one that's taking it harder because I went, oh fuck, why did I do that? Just little minor shit. But it is nice to realize that I've gotten enough done, and it's like, yeah, I can feed myself. I can get around. I can navigate shit. I don't know how much that says about my own preparedness and how well I do with things like that in that situation, or just how kind of, even with everything mostly being in Japanese here, obviously, how much friendlier some of that stuff has gotten over the last couple of years. Where did I see? I think some stuff could get better. Like, I feel like Lawson has some self-checkout stuff, and that's not in English. And it's like, yeah, you guys got to change that, because like the New Day's convenience store chain that I believe is run by JR, it's run by Japan Rail, their self-checkout, you can't use cash on it, but if you have credit card, or if you have money on like your Passmo or Suica card, you can set that sucker to English and you can check yourself out. You can pay for a bag because it's got a fucking barcode on it. Boom, boom, you're gone. And I would be nice for more options like that, just to kind of as an easier stress relief for people that maybe, are like me and don't want to deal with, if it's late at night and you want to fucking buy stuff, I'm like, I don't want to have to talk to anybody. I just want to go, I just want to get my shit and go and be done. But it is, I've always wondered how people did it back in the 90s, and would be prior to easy handheld map access other than a paper map, and prior to IC card systems for trains. I fucking would have lost my shit. Jim Ross. Yeah, I don't know how like anybody would have done trains in the pre-IC days. Like that doesn't, that would be such a giant pain in the ass. The train system is so much easier when you just have your card and you load it up with money and you scan in and out of gates and you're done. You don't have to worry about making change. You don't have to worry about fare adjustments. None of that shit. You like even with the IC card, like if you realize you don't have enough money on your card, there's going to be a place where you can stop by and go, oh, let me throw a couple bucks on here real quick just to get through the gate. Reload your card, go through the gate, you're done. And they're useful because you can use them to pay for quite a few things. But yeah, getting back to that, it's like, I think it's a combination of things are easier here and they're getting easier. But I guess I'm maybe not giving myself enough credit to just being able to navigate my way around. Like, I might get lost once in a while, based on whether or not the pocket Wi-Fi is getting my GPS coordinates correct on there, and I'm like, am I facing the right way? And the way things are kind of laid out here, if it's like, oh, this is on this level or this is on this level, it can be hard to find things. Yeah, in Yamanote's easy. Like if you're on that, you can figure out what to pay to and from. And I imagine it's also easier for the train lines not having to worry about change and money stuff, like paper money. And it's easier for companies. Like I don't know how companies would have handled like stipends or some shit like that for employees for train travel. Not sure. But how? That's good. Oh, I didn't bring it up. I was looking for, I think I brought it up in the blog, but I'll bring it up here too. I was looking for the basis for Survive Bar in the Ijincho map. And I thought it would be around where the bar district is. And I was looking around there and I go, oh, I can't find it. And I had to look up a video that I had seen before. I'm lip smacking, sorry. It was a video I saw where somebody was cosplaying a Saeko and going around different areas in this general area. And I saw him like, okay, well, the place is called Chigusa. Where is it at? And it said it was in Minato Mirai. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's not far from here. It's not where I'm at right now, but I can walk back over to Bashimichi Station and just take the train like one stop or 2 stops, and I can get off there and take a look. So I was thinking about like, oh, places that are kind of in weird spots. And this is like first floor level for this building. And I'm going, well, none of this around here looks even remotely like what's in the pictures. And I eventually found it. I'm like, okay, well, is this the right place? And then I eventually tracked down their website and went, okay, well, here's a map that they have drawn. It's near this other station, like Hinoecho, I think. Hinoecho station. It's kind of near Sakurigicho as well. And I think from like Landmark Tower and Minato Mirai Station, it was like a 20-minute walk to get over there. So like, fuck it, I'll just hoof it and I'll go check it out. And I get over there and the building's gone. Like the bar is gone. It looks like, I don't know why, if it was like more like a dilapidated structure, but if it was dilapidated or anything else happened to it, but they must have had to tear it down for some reason, and they're doing maybe reconstruction on it soon. So unfortunately, like that and one of the buildings north of Kannai Station that's in game is under renovation efforts as well. So it's completely, at least that building's there. But right now it's like I could only go, yeah, here's a shot of it because can't do anything else with it. Sorry. It's covered up. I can't film it, but with the bar being gone, I'm like, well, here's some stuff for where it is and its location. But hey, the original building is just it's gone, and it was like this little corner plot nestled in between all this other stuff where there was a number of different bars and restaurants and shit near the station. It was actually kind of a really cool little neighborhood with some definitely older, like Showa era, maybe very early Heisei era buildings. The kind of ones with like square tiling on the facade, and they might have like rounded off walls and shit on the front with like square frosted glass where it's like, oh, this will let light in, but you can't really see into it. That probably doesn't help at all with trying to explain it, but it's just like when you see it, and you're like, there's just a particular style to how it is, and I'm like, oh man, that's fucking rad. It's like, if that's an apartment building, I'd live there, unless the facilities suck for it or anything. It's all on hills and shit. Because I think it was one of the roads you had to walk up. I had to walk up a hill and then take a left, and then go downhill, and then have to go back up. I think the hill I went up was Momijizaka, which I always feel it's weird. Momijizaka Hill is the English sign for it. I'm like, isn't that just redundant? But looking at the trees and kind of like I think there was a median going up and there was trees there. I'm like, I imagine in the fall this is probably really, really pretty, but it's February. None of the trees have really any leaves unless they're something that is hardy enough to last through the year. So I'm hoping the place I go to on Sunday, the plum blossoms are kind of in full effect. That's the only thing that's going to really be blossoming right now. Since sakura don't really start, I think, in the south. If you're more towards like Kyushu, Okinawa, stuff like that, probably Kyushu most. I don't know. I imagine they probably have sakura trees planted in Okinawa. But at least in like Kyushu is like that, probably early spring or early March. I don't think it hits fully until the end of March, roughly around this area. What tree did I see? I was seeing some trees. Where was it at? I don't remember now. But they had like they had the little buds on them, so it looks like they're ready to go. But yeah, you mostly just get plum blossoms now. That'll be the earliest thing to bloom and then cherry blossoms later. So I won't catch that, but I was already aware of that. But I'm just rambling now, and we have reached an hour. Let's see, it's just after, so it's almost 12:20. It's almost 7:20 there. I don't know, is it still snowing? Mostly rain, I think, right now. I don't have a whole lot else going on today. So maybe I'll go back to sleep or something. Just nap and get up early tomorrow, go get an early start. Actually, what I can do today, and I need to, is get my camera. I need to start reviewing footage that I've shot just to see how it looks, and hope like hell that, you know, daytime scenes aren't like completely blown out and they're looking pretty good, because I really don't want to have to like try to go back and reshoot even more. It was bad enough trying to go through Chinatown and having to reshoot Chinatown again, and then, you know, at least the first time going through the park, fucking that up and not filming it. I gotta check the park. It's like I got a lot of footage I gotta take a look at. It should be fine for Koreatown and the bar district because it was a bit overcast. So like the sky itself will be kind of like a solid color, but it wasn't really like, it wasn't like cloudy where you could see a lot of textures on it. It was just overcast. So that should be fine, but it'd be a good idea just to check my footage anyways and take a look at it. I really wish I could actually take a day like today and edit, but I don't have anything to edit on except for my phone. Like I probably could put stuff together, but like I'm gonna have to do VO for when I get home, and I'm gonna have to get footage together from in-game and put it together on there and figure out how I want to piece it all together. But that's something to worry about for when I get back there. And still have a few more weeks before I actually have to deal with that. Anyways, yeah, I think that will be it. I'll just go start checking that stuff out, and hopefully it all looks pretty good. But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Especially, I got pretty rambly there, but that's all right. Stream of consciousness, man. It's just flying out of me. So yeah, tomorrow will be a normal vlog since, that's what I was going to mention. If I hadn't done it already, anytime I do a stream, there will be no vlog that day because I've already sat down for an hour and talked. So there's really no point in having a vlog for the day. But I'll try to record one there and then one while I'm out on Sunday. And I'm usually getting them recorded earlier in the day, and they'll be up by like the end of the day here. So by the time you guys see them, it's probably still the day before. Thanks, time differences. But yeah, they'll end up going up. And I've been actually doing. I think I skipped one day and then I kind of made up for it, but I've been doing okay trying to get those up. And it's also hard just trying to find stuff to talk about, but I guess I really don't need to. If I find a point in the day where I'm like, oh yeah, this is something interesting, and just fucking, this is it. All right, see you guys later. I can do it that way, but I'll keep going and getting those done. Those will be a little bit easier when I'm not actually trying to get work done, and I'm out just doing shit, and I can just be like, here's 5 minutes of my time. Bam, here you go. Anyways, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Thanks everyone, appreciate it. We will see you again pretty soon with another stream. I'll try to keep doing them around the same time. That way you guys can tune in, because if I do it later, you're all either asleep or you're at work. So it's better to just do it in late morning, roughly noontime, and catch you guys while you're all still awake and aware and can actually show up. But yeah, we'll see you again very, very soon. Stay safe, stay well, watch out for weirdos out there, and yeah, keep an eye out on YouTube's for stuff and Instagram for stuff as well. But we'll see y'all very, very soon. Have yourselves a good day. See you later.